score, Northridge is going to have great field position. And that was huge. We saw that earlier that turned into a score, literally. So Nolan Stecco with the stick. And Northridge now knocking on the door. Plenty of time. Really needing to protect this now. 6.5 left in this ball game. So in case you missed it, we had a brief break here due to the weather and technical difficulties. We're back here with you on the webcast. And a big block by Stecco, and it's now Northridge down by 4. Defense is holding, and clearly the defense just beating the offensive line. Not sure what's happening and how quickly, why they're getting off the mark, but they lost 4 in the play. Actually, check that. They're going to mark it as 5 on the play. 2nd and 15. Ball sitting on the 20-yard line. Good to have you back here on Rad 247 Sports. Had a little technical difficulty due to the internet. We are back. It is a close one here. 5:48 left here in this ball game. 4-point lead by the Wolverines. Somebody moved. And this could be helpful. You can see the Wolverines thinking it was the offensive line. And Northridge starting to move backwards, so it's going to be movement on the line by Northridge. So the calling now getting more creative as the rain gets more creative. It's going to be 2nd and 20. Now ball sitting on the 25-yard line. What we saw earlier that worked very well was that handoff going around like a jet sweep. We'll see if they go back to that. Looking pass, going to go corner. If he's open, in and out of the hands, had him open. Just could not pull it in. But the ball was there. It was a nice throw by Compa. So not able to pull it in. It was trying to hit Daniel Granados. Almost looked back shoulder, almost. As they work and get the timing down, you can see clearly Compo does have a good arm, and if he has the time and it's not so wet, he could make some nice throws. I could see this offensive scheme starting to open up as the weather gets better, meaning in games to come. 5:18 left. Nice throw and catch. First completion here for Northridge of the evening. It's going to bring up 4th down. So having to go for it, they gained about 3 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 4th and 17. So a big play call here on 4th down, and they're going to call it 16 to get the first down. They can get the first down without scoring and still have about 6 yards to go for the score. Looking pass, not surprised. Nobody there. Here comes the defense. Defense is there, going to throw it into the end zone. Out of bounds. It was intercepted, but the feet were out of bounds. So it's going to be taken over on downs here by the Wolverines. So Wolverines now in good shape, but the ball will be sitting on the 22-yard line. So very clearly you can hear the chant defense, and that's the prescription here. And I'm going to say strip defense. They need a big play here. 4:26 left, flags on the field. We did not see movement on the line, but you can see moving backwards is the Wolverines. So it's a substitution call. Wow. Illegal substitution. That was huge. So it moves it back. Ball now sitting on the 17-yard line. There's the keeper by Gutierrez. There's the stuff. Another loss on the play. This is huge. A little bit of tempers flaring. As we finish this one out, you can see some words being said. A big defensive play here by the Grizzlies. Wow, Ness in on a big tackle. And that's going to bring up second, actually check, yep, second, we're going to call it 2nd and 20. Under 4 minutes now in the ball game. How big was that play? We'll see if they can continue. Rain starting to come down heavy. They're going to get Gutierrez behind the line again. Gang tackle. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. This could be just what the doctor ordered. Now, clearly, they're going to have to get this one together quickly. You can see Don Edick talking to his defense and doing a little bit of coaching there and mentoring. And a nice defensive play as far as on the switch. You could see there was a lead blocker for Gutierrez, but too many Grizzlies there to do the job and swallow up the runner. There's just no way that they could stop the run there. Very animated is Don Edick. You can always see him on the sideline. Edick, of course, for years had a very successful restaurant here in Greeley, in West Greeley, and now just doing coaching and retired literally from his job. 3rd down, 20. Wolverines coming out of their huddle, trying to figure out what to do here, trying to keep the ball going here and take this one home with a slim 4-point lead. Mike Ray, Dean Popejoy, Warren Ray, Dan Diaz bringing it to you. Good to have you along. Up the middle, got about 3 back. That's going to bring up 4th down. And still a big chunk to try to get the 1st down. So as we keep alluding, they're going to have to do a quick kick to get it going. And when they have done the quick kick, it has been successful by the Wolverines. Is when they get back deep on the snap. That's where it's been causing trouble. So we see another timeout taken by Northridge. We'll take one too. 3:23 left in the ball game. 12-8. Wolverines on top. .323 left here in the ball game, and it is rain is coming down steady and hard. 4th down, 20 to go here for the Wolverines. They're going to go for it. Maybe a quick kick. He's going to run backwards. Oh, I see what they're going to do. They're going to kneel down. That was an interesting call. So this potentially could move it back out on the 20. We'll see what the play, that's my guess. It would be a touchback is what they're doing. So they're calling it a safety. So Northridge now gets 2 back, and they will get the ball back. So it's now a 12-10 ball game. Now, think about this. We'll set the table here for you and try to paint this picture a little bit. Northridge could win this on a field goal, but with the rain coming down so hard, and it's so hard to get your hands on the ball, we've seen several times where Compa, on a basic snap out of a shotgun, just having trouble hanging on to the ball. So you figure trying to maneuver the ball on a quick snap on a field goal could get tricky if they get to that point. They're only down by 2, and they're going to get the ball back here shortly. They're also going to push this back because it was a safety. So now the Wolverines are going to have to kick it from their 20. So this could potentially give Northridge some very good field position. and plenty of time. There's 3:17 left. How key will be the blocking here of the specialty team here for the return kick? This will be huge to try to set up a wall. Good kick. Going to be taken. Hang on to the ball at the 35. Rambling up. Nice run back. Ball going to be at the 47 or 46-yard line of the Wolverines. Final 3 minutes of this ball game. We'll call it the Slosh Bowl. We are guessing, I'll give you a temperature read here in a moment, where it's 54 degrees here at D6. But it feels much colder than that because you have a breeze, if you want to call it the wind chill effect. Could be the final drive of the ball game here for Northridge. It looks like there's going to be a timeout. Yep. This time it's Skyview, and they're going to talk it over. So we will take 1-2. 3:11 left, 12-10. Wolverines on top.
Some things just never change. Crazy work weeks, hectic schedules, and hometown traditions.
We love our customers at Hayes Market.
Hayes Market, a Johnstown tradition since the 1950s, where you can count on the freshest produce, meats, baked goods, and food selection. With great customer service. Hayes Market, proud sponsors of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Open every day of the week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 970-587-5496. That's 970-587-5496.
Welcome back to District 6 Stadium. This is the final drive potentially here for the Northridge Grizzlies. Going past, going sideline, flying out of bounds, brings up second down. So Compa really probably a smart idea to go high like that, simply because the defender was there. If he'd have thrown it down low, could have been picked off. Second down, 10, ball sitting on the 47-yard line. Good to have you along. First game for us at District 6 Stadium. It is Northridge down by 2. Really looking for that final drive if they can just get the handle on the ball. In the shotgun is Compa. There's the fake handoff. Going to keep it. Good idea. Good idea. Going to ramble. Should be enough for the first down. Defense was completely fooled because they were looking pass and looking run on the right side. Compa with the cutback going left side gets the first down. Sticks move. Actually 3rd and 1. Whoa, what happened? And it looks like the Wolverines come up with a big defensive gem. So we're going to see a discussion. It was Compa on it, and they are going to give it to Northridge, and they say Compa got the first down. So it was after the ball was down that the Wolverines thought they had a loose ball. But the sticks will move. It will be first down for Northridge. Wow, what a turn of events. Compa looking, surveying the field, going to go deep. Going to be a wobble ball. Up for a jump ball, but it's picked off by the Wolverines. So that the receiver could not get his hands on the ball. You could see falling out of his hands. Had his hands on the ball, and you see very upset with himself. It was almost like a comebacker, if you will, or a back shoulder, and that had to do with the pass wobbling because of the wetness and the moisture. So the Wolverines are going to come up with the ball on a loose handle. Wow, what a turn of events. So you thought for a moment on the missed throw that that was going to turn into something great because the receiver had his hands on the ball. So they're going to call offsides on Skyview. Wow. And it looks like is the offense. It looks like the offense is going to get this back. Yes. Oh, my. No, it's going to be it's going to be Wolverine ball. I see what happened. There was an offsides. And you can see a lot of discussion here. Now we see Compa coming back on the field. So it is going to be a Northridge offensive possession on an offside. Holy moly. So it is going to be, okay, now they're switching. We saw Compa going back on the field, thought the offense was going to get it. Now we see more discussion here, trying to get a ruling. Head coach out on the field losing his cause or his discussion there. Losing the case was Jeremy Hayden. Thought the offense was going to get another shot on a potential offside. So this has gotten very creative here with 2:27 left. It's going to be the Wolverines with the ball, 2-point lead, trying to nurse this one home. Loose ball on the snap. They're going to lose 5 on the play. That will bring up second down, and it's going to be 2nd and 15. So we could call this the slush bowl. We could call it the oops bowl. I'm not sure, or whoops ball. Just because of the weather. We're not going to say it's the teams, it's the weather. So very confusing on whether the offense or defense for Northridge is going to be back on the field. It turned out to be the defense eventually. 2nd and 15. There's the quick pitch play, and really has not worked tonight. It worked once. That was it. Been shut down. So that brings up 3rd down, and you can see taking their time. This brings up 3rd down still at 15. If there was a 30-second clock, that would be aiding Northridge, but boy, taking their sweet time is going to be the Wolverines. They're going to try to nurse this one home and eat up clock. And there are no timeouts for the Grizzlies. Under a minute left in this ball game. Going to be looking stripped. There's the tackle. This is going to bring up 4th down. So they're going to try to run this down. Now this will be interesting if the Grizzlies get this back. So you figure there's going to be one more play. They're going to try to nurse this one down and finish this out. And if the Grizzlies get it back, it's going to be seconds left in the ball game if they get it back. So we're not sure if they can just let this run out or not. You don't see any movement whatsoever coming in from the sideline trying to get a play in. And it looks like you can see flag is going to be thrown. So delay of game, clearly, that's what this is about. 11 seconds. So intentionally taking a delay of game is the Wolverines. Why not? So here comes the play. The ball now sitting on the 5-yard line. Getting more and more interesting as we go here as far as the officiating. So it's going to have to be a quick kick. 11 seconds left. Here comes a bad snap. It's blocked. Northridge's going to get it. And they're going to have to, if they have time. So they've got 5 seconds left. It's going to come down to one play, literally. So Rose on the block, recovering it on the block punt. That's the 3rd block punt by the Grizzlies tonight. What an interesting turn of events here tonight. Good to have you along from District 6. So we got 5 seconds left. Players still running in to get in position. And they're going to go for the field goal. Here we go. If they can get the snap, there's movement, that's going to go against. That will go against the Wolverines. So they're going to move this up and move it a little closer, making it a better kick. So we called it earlier. We said potentially, wouldn't it be funny if it came down to the field goal? So if they can get a good snap. There's the snap, there's the kick, it's up, and it's good. Oh my gosh, the Miracle Bowl. We've gone from the Slush Bowl to the Oops Bowl. Now we're going to call it the Miracle Bowl. You've seen it right here. So they're trying to get people. There's going to be a flag on the play. Northridge ahead by 1. There's 1.2 seconds left. And they got to clear this field quickly so they can get this off. Wow, what a turn of events. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we called it. Is that cool or what? So you can watch a rebroadcast of this. You'll want to. It's been very entertaining watching and calling this game. You're going to see 2 reels. We'll warn you ahead of time. There will be 2 reels on this because, and we're going to go ahead, I'm being told by my producer, we're going to try to put the full, we'll go ahead and give you the full version once we edit it down. So this has gotten to be one of the most interesting games, I think, in the 11 years that I've called here, that we've ever called. Northridge, you can't beat the character of Northridge. 3 block punts, and what a timely block punt, and not losing their head to be able to not only draw the penalty flag, but then get that kickoff, and it was very well executed. The snap was good, the kick was beautiful, and the crowd is buzzing. So potentially Northridge can go up 3-1, and Skyview go to 2-2, and Northridge will stay in the race for the playoffs. This may be one of those games that they talk about in Greeley for years to come, literally. So we will give you the complete version of this. You'll see 2 reels initially, but we'll give you the completed version so you can watch it in its entirety. That'll be up probably tomorrow sometime. Squib kick, that's going to do it right there. Time has run out unless they can take this home. Defense is there. There's the lateral. And the runner is still alive, but they're going to call this one dead. And Northridge walks off with a 1-point victory. 13-12 is your final. So we'll do a very quick summary, and then we're going to call it. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like we're going to see what's going on here. They're going to pull the teams back. And we're going to get another creative officiating call here this evening. Don Edick talking to the Stripes, trying to get some kind of clarification. So it looks like they may get 1 play, meaning the Wolverines. You can see the coaches doing their job, and very quickly. So it looks like they're going to try to. So they're calling a delay on the kickoff. Interesting call. So we'll see if they do another kick here. I think that's what's going to happen. And the beat goes on here from District 6 Stadium. Had trouble understanding that, but nonetheless, we're going to get another kick here. So there's no time on the clock left. That's where we're at. And we're going to get another kick. Now, it's going to be pushed back to the 25-yard line. So a little better field position here for the Wolverines on the kick. So very important now that the kicking team does a very good job of defending this. You don't want to let any loose runs here. It's going to be a squibber. It's going to go sideline. Going to go out of bounds. There's the flag. Coach Edick not happy about that. You can see him displaying some emotion here on the sideline. So we're going to do this again. Number 3. We're setting some records here tonight, I think. I think so. This is going to be one of those record-setting nights tonight. But it's been fun. Again, I want to thank our cameraman here tonight. I'm going to say it right now. So the ball out of bounds, I see what they're doing. So because the ball went out of bounds, they're going to re-kick this. I've not heard this before. But because there's no time on the clock, they have to replay the play. I see what they're doing. Wow, we're going to have to go into the rule books and look this one up because I've never seen this one before. So we're going to do this again. This is number 3 here. Maybe 3 strikes and we're out. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, it's Northridge with the 1-point lead, 13-12. Okay, we're going to do the squibber. There we go. I see good idea. They're going to take him down. And now the game is over. Okay, good idea. So originally they were trying to do a squibber that went deep. It went out of bounds and they had to extend it. So Northridge with a huge victory. And really a character game by both teams. Both teams did very well to weather this storm and weather the mistakes because of the storm. That's really what it's been. The final score is 13-12, and you can see the teams and coaches congratulating each other. Good victory here for Northridge. They go on to a 3-1. And we'll go ahead and take a short timeout, and then we'll come back and we'll do a brief cap. So you're watching the game of the week, 13-12 final score. We'll be back for the post game.
Some things just never change. Crazy work weeks, hectic schedules, and hometown traditions.
We love our customers at Hayes Market.
Hayes Market, a Johnstown tradition since the 1950s, where you can count on the freshest produce, meats, baked goods, and food selection. With great customer service. Hayes Market, proud sponsors of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Open every day of the week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. 970-587-5496. That's 970-587-5496. At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of Northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
Welcome back to District 6 Stadium. This is the post-game show, and in case you missed it, wow, what a game this has been. It really, to summarize, it has been a game of character, weathering a wet, soggy night. I know that sounds like the beginning of a cheesy novel, a wet, soggy night and cold night. But really, it has been Northridge who did do the final weathering. And oddly enough, really the difference in the ball game was when the Wolverines, with seconds left, and we're talking about 5 to 11 seconds left in this ball game, chose to take a safety versus kicking the ball. If they had kicked the ball, that would have used probably more time on the clock. And of course, then the Wolverines could have gone on to win a 2-point victory. But as you saw the ending there where there was a blocked kick. And then, of course, Northridge came up with the ball. And then it was the Northridge Grizzlies with a kick of their own to win the ball game in the rain, literally with seconds left. And then we saw some very creative play calling as far as the kickoff return. And we got a chance to see literally the Northridge kicker get 3 attempts. So that was really creative. So final score here from District 6, 13-12. We want to thank our sponsors tonight, Express Employment Professionals. If you're looking for a great job, give them a call. They're on 2711 West 10th Street. They've been in the area for 40 years. That's right. Kathy Egan is the owner and still goes in weekly. You can talk to Kathy. Of course, she's seen a lot of changes in the employment sector here in Greeley and put literally hundreds of thousands of people to work over the 40 years, and I'm not exaggerating when we say that. So go say hello to the fine staff there. You can give them a call at 970-353-8430. Also, we want to thank Lisa Willis of Caldwell Realty. Again, the realtor who works 24/7 a day, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. She is a great person to work with, very personable. She does a lot of great deals in both Weld and Larimer County. You can reach her also at 970-420-1814. So that's going to do it here from District 6. Final score, 13-12. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Greeley West against Greeley Central here from District 6. So for Warren Ray, Dean Popejoy, and Dan Diaz, I'm Mike Ray, bidding you a pleasant good evening from District 6 Stadium. We'll see you next time.